Hey there, Fatty from Pack of Punch Traders here. Just want to do a weekly review. Sunday today. Gonna go over a couple plays for tomorrow. Any lessons on the week, and just general review and lessons of what the week had to offer. So let's just jump into it. Decent week. Definitely cut back with the trading, as we can see here. Ridiculous. This was January, and then now just a small part. February right here. Yeah, I didn't really trade last week. Um, but still, nonetheless, 8 trades on the week. Very little. Past few weeks has been right around 11 to 13. So if that were to happen, I take that amount of trades. I'd take 5 more losses probably. So cutting it back down really brought my winning rate up a little, and can't complain about that. All these are passes. One scratch, but that was still a pass. The breakout was really the play this week. Multiple plays, just the breakout. Here we got Vcnx. We'll go into it. I missed this one, but we got a beautiful breakout over 185. This one just took off. Didn't even really offer any secondary play. It just, where are we at? You got that 185 break here. It was just slowly climbing, grinding back. You see we got these volume perks holding up on lighter volume, so that's not bad at all. We're moving up on strong volume, and it's holding up on lighter volume with not that much selling pressure, to me indicating we got more buying coming ahead. That should head higher. And then we get that confirmation with the volume increase and the hold of trend. And that's really kind of been the recipe this week. Looking for volume and trend hold. A little bit more action this week, so it kind of was a little easier. But Kavl, here's another one. The majority of my trades this week was on this. We got this beautiful play on this day here. I forgot if I traded it here. But you got 1, 2, 3 days this week that it offered a solid breakout, and as you can see, it kept holding up right near the highs, never really failed to break down. The volume was not insane when it was failing, or I guess on the red days rather, better way to say it. As well as a low float, recipe for disaster for shorts, especially when they're used to something like this, just one and done, just short into the pop, and this thing just failed to keep breaking down like they wanted, and we got this volume exhaustion here this last day. So I'm thinking this is over now. All the shorts are kind of squeezed out. So theoretically, it should head down now. We'll see what happens. It is a low float. Anything can happen. But with a chart like this, just triple top, and where it's come from, I think this thing is over. So yeah, just gauging the volume and price action with where it is relative to resistance levels and support levels to really get an idea if it's really going to be a move. So this one I'm kind of done watching. We got Irnt. This one, quick little snipe in the morning. Never really worked out the way I wanted. Was just looking for an open price reclaim over, I think it was here, it was 434, 436. The open price. You gotta just quick 10%. Got lucky to sell into that spike there. But really, the recipe of the week has just been looking for failure to break down and volume to come in. A really nice play, actually, was on... Where'd it go? Where was it? Oh, CFI. There we go. It was actually a pretty nice play. This one was a Joe Rogan. I believe this was the SPAC for... Yeah. Okay, so this is part of Rumble. So they were moving nicely. Offered Joe Rogan a $100 million deal. But I honestly did not know half of that was happening. Like, whatever was happening. Till later. The day after. I didn't know any of that was going on the day I was trading it. I was just trading the breakout. So I saw this first green day. We got very strong volume. We're right around the breakout level, all-time highs, lower flow. I said, why not? So let me get into my thought process here. Alright, so really this thing was dead until this spike happened. When volume really came back, it brought this thing back to life. Shorts just got trapped here and they got squeezed out. It failed to break down. We got a lower high here, or a fake out. Didn't even break day low, and we start making a higher low, and from there takes off. So in my eyes, it had a 15.5 breakout, so I was going to keep an eye around 15.5, right around VWAP. So I just want to see how it holds up around there. And in my case, I was buying when volume started perking back on this higher low here. Just absolutely perfect. Was even buying a little bit later. I remember 1574 was the entry. So was really waiting for volume to come in, and that was the indicator for me. We got this failure to break down, hold of the breakout level, hold of VWAP. After all this, we're still holding trend. You want to draw a line. It might break a couple times, but generally speaking, it's going upwards. So it was really just looking for that failure to break down. And when the volume came in, I was like, yep, shorts are going to get squeezed. So this one was a little choppier than I would have liked. I would have really liked to play like how it did here. But hey, not going to complain. It was around 20%. And then you just got this volume top, or sorry, this double top here, and you can see the volume just started fading. So after a huge run up like that, it's going to need a lot more volume to keep breaking each high, as there's more shorts and bag holders in each spike. After it dips and fails to break down, bag holders are going to sell. Short sellers are going to need to either buy to cover or size up. And in this case, we see how the evolution of the spike, we got, with that psychology, they're all into this mess. Bag holders and shorts are on the opposite end of the trade. One is happy, one is not. But then we get this perk. Probably a bunch of people missing out on this sell on the spike in the morning, as well. If they were in back in the 14s, 15s here, they're selling. They're gonna give it a hard time at first. It's not just gonna tear right through. That's why it's got to have enough volume to go through all those people who are short selling and selling their positions from bag holding. So that's probably why we got some choppiness here, but then it decides what it wants to do. And from there, it was just sticking to the trend. But yeah, so they failed to take it down once. Beautiful. They get squeezed. They try again. Fails to break down again. Volume comes back. If volume wasn't really coming back here, this could have topped out in the 16s and failed. But there was enough volume to sustain those initial short sellers and bag holders, and we just went right through. So that's really the key. And I made a whole thread on this about reading volume and where is it at? And kind of recognizing tops and bottoms and whatnot, and price action. So it's a whole 9-piece, pretty quick read, some visuals. I think it's pretty helpful. So similar to some of the stuff I was saying here, but slowed down and a little more thoroughly explained. But yeah, so just get through that. Yeah, so we'll just get back to the week. A little over 2,600 on the week. 8 for 8. Can't complain. Yeah, that's really it. Just go over a couple trades or potential plays for tomorrow. I think that should be it. Which one was I liking? There was a couple here that I really liked. Yeah, BCDA. I dig this. This is the one I was into. So you got this little fake out here. Low volume, couldn't keep breaking out. As you can see here, it just couldn't sustain it. So short or sellers, put it down. And here we are, still holding up. Not that far off the highs. We got this beautiful higher low, low flow. Had some action this past week. So I'm really looking for this thing to fail to break down. We already got this decent little push here into the end of Friday. If we could get a break back above 280s, what was it, 285 or so, whatever that is. Yeah, that's going to be a solid play. Still going to be looking for the volume and trend, everything I've been saying. But we're going to have to really see how it reacts right around that price level to see if it could head higher or if it's going to get stuffed. There is a multi-day bounce I like. Where is it? Dcfc. So yeah, beautiful spike here. 7 to 20. Now I'm just looking for that multi-day bounce. I keep repeating it like a bouncing ball. Once that, eventually the momentum's gonna die, but right now it's just fresh off this spike. So I think we're gonna get a decent bounce back. I do have to check the news. If they got, what do you call it? Some nasty financing like SOPA, probably not gonna bounce back. So you got this little perk here, and trying to bounce back, but just can't. It's got a nasty financing. But at the same time, this thing has ran way more, so a lot more opinions and eyes on this. So, yeah, I think those two are going to be pretty good going into the week. I'll definitely update this tomorrow morning. See whatever gappers happen. Maybe some of these end up dying off, low volume, whatever the case. I'll just end up taking them off instead of having a bunch of noise. We'll finish off on this COE. Decent little perk here. 50% up on the week. Looking very good. If this thing fails to break down, I'll love a previous high day break. Right around 150s, 160s here. We got a breakout 164. So I wouldn't mind seeing this hold up. Break the 160s. Hold up in the 170s or whatnot. Maybe it gaps up, dips, gives an open price reclaim and VWAP hold, and then it takes off. Who knows how it sets up? Just keep an eye for a key resistance or support level, just call it key level, and volume, and the trend. Just a couple of those things, you'll get an idea of which direction the stock's going in. And I think I'm going to call this a video. It's almost 15 minutes. Before I go, follow us on Twitter. We're definitely putting more content like this out instead of just tickers, trying to have more information out there. Speaking of information, you love the watch list. I'm probably going to stop posting it for free every single day at some point soon. Easy. $40 comes back right away, easy, in one trade. I've gone every single day with at least 1 or 2 plays from the watch list working out. All you need is one, and at $40, you can definitely pay that off. So that's that. Sbev, one last one. Holding up nicely here. I remember this earlier in the year. This thing now just holding up, failing to break down. I did not like it at first, breaking over a red candle, but now we're getting this consolidation and higher low, right near the highs here. Lower volume, but it's failing to break down. And the fact that it's holding up on low energy right here makes me think when we do get the buying, this thing might really take off. So we'll just see what happens. Follow us on Twitter. We got Instagram as well. Just started Discord. We'll get that information out too. Check out our website. We got a bunch of free material and whatnot. Of course, this one isn't free, but one of the most useful probably. So yeah, we'll just wrap it up there. Decent week. For me, the week really started off with trading less and taking my quick snipes, not being greedy. They really added up. You know, usually I wouldn't trade only 8 trades a week. It'd probably be at least 10, 11. And right now I'm at 8. I would assume those next 3 or 4 or 5 would be losses. Just based off the history. Or this is my January one, February. But yeah, just getting greedy and looking for home runs has really fucked me the past 6 months, and now I'm fighting back. Count isn't awful. We're only down about 50%, but I have the ability to make money. I know how to do it. I've seen myself do it. It's really just the overspending on my credit card and me taking money out is fucking me. But back to trading. Sorry. So yeah, just let your gains compound. Don't need to take a bunch of trades in a day and stress yourself out. This whole week I've been done trading pretty much by 7:30. Just take your quick gains and move on. So the one thing I can do, what I would say, is size up a little. But I wouldn't even consider that a huge mistake this week because I'm still building that confidence, and trying to really get my data better. And yeah, not much to it. Decent week. Hopefully we continue it this coming week. This video is getting long, but hey, review of the whole week and a couple tickers for tomorrow. Can't complain if you're watching every single minute. It's good material. So yeah, we'll just wrap it up there. Hope everyone has a great weekend and Sunday. Study up. We'll come back tomorrow ready to make some money. I'll be tweeting. And yeah, we'll just call that a week.